Hello my hair warriors, it's me, Aaron O'Brien, your friendly neighborhood hairdresser. Today's video is sponsored by Lordhair.com. Today we're going to be talking about hair systems and actually the struggle with even thinking about getting a hair system and feeling confident enough to get one. The reason I'm making this video and I'm standing here in front of you is because I want you to know that you are not alone when you are thinking about wearing a hair system or even considering one. And I'm going to go through a few things with you, tell you a bit about my story and maybe why you should actually consider getting a hair system, and you're not alone. So I suppose I'm starting off this video in what I've tried in the past. So before, the first thing I ever tried was Rogaine. When I first started losing my hair, I was absolutely distraught. It was coming out very quickly. So I did try Rogaine, but I had adverse side effects. I had itchiness, and that just wasn't great for me. I also had a little bit of dizziness in there. Then I moved on to using hair powders and finasteride. Finasteride is a drug that you would basically take every day. It's very successful and a very low percentage of men have side effects to it. But unfortunately, I was one of the people who had side effects and it was devastating. When I took finasteride, I actually grew breast tissue. I lost my sex drive completely. It really affected, for me anyway, I don't know if there's other people on the drug, but it actually affected my mood. All of that stuff just really played havoc, and to me it was not worth it. I was like, I would rather be bald. So I gave up the finasteride and then I moved on to a hair transplant, which many people have done, and a lot of my clients have had hair transplants. Hair transplants are great and they can work, but after a few times having it done, because I think I've had it in a total of 3 times. Actually, I completely forget I've had it done so many times. I have a better hairline. Yes, I do have I have more hair, and I have seen people that it has worked on. But if I could go back and keep the money and use it for hair systems, I definitely would have done that. When I even thought of a hair system, all I thought was, oh, a toupee. People are gonna laugh at me. They're gonna call me wiggy or something ridiculous like that, or bring my confidence down and make me feel ridiculous that I would have to do anything like this. But then I seen like the power of women and looking at them wearing wigs and toppers and not caring like about doing that, and it was extremely fashionable. So then the movement kind of started where men were wearing hair system, and I seen it on social media and I seen Lordhair, and as soon as I seen that I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try this out and see how I get on. And I did, and oh my god, the surprise of how natural it looked and how full my hair was, the hair that I always wanted, was just, oh, it was just such a breath of fresh air and a relief, an absolute relief that I found something that actually works. Now, I'm not talking about woe is me here, like hair mightn't be important to you, but it is so important. There's so many people. I have clients that come in, day out getting these hair systems, and when I tell you how this impacts and changes their lives, do you know what, I can't even put it into words because it makes such a difference. People cry in my chair. I cried when I first had a hair system put on because finally you feel like the person that you've always wanted to be. Hair mightn't seem important to some people, but in ways it does make you feel more confident. It makes you feel like, oh, I can walk out and into a crowd and feel like, oh, I don't have to cover the patches of my hair, or I don't have to use hair powder, which, oh my god, that was a nightmare. Have you ever tried to use hair powder? Putting it on your scalp, you get a build up, it was really itchy, it was all over your pillows, it was the bane of my life. But hair systems, I don't even have that. I wear a bonnet, I get up in the morning, it's fabulous. And yeah, I just feel if you want a big change, like, go for it, do it, why not? If you are considering a hair system, don't wait till you are fully bald. You don't have to. That's not when you need one. It's always an easier transition when you have some hair and then moving on to a hair system, because if you do want to keep it on the down low, that people mightn't notice that much of a difference, because honestly, the people have asked me, oh, did you have a new haircut? It was just so natural. So that's a big recommendation for me. You don't have to wait till you're fully bald. If you are losing your hair or you have a high percentage of hair loss, just do it. Put that hair system on your head. It's completely fine. Now, you will also think about, oh, what will people think? Don't be afraid to tell your friends. That was the biggest thing for me as well, was, oh my God, what's everyone gonna think? But when I did tell people, I felt so free as well. Then they didn't even look at me like I was wearing a hair system. Sometimes they have to like look twice and go, oh, I forgot Aaron even wears a hair system. I thought that was his real hair. And that is the consensus, and what people tell me, all my clients, the same very thing, is that people just, they don't care. They really don't care. Men can wear wigs too, people. It's not the end of the world. And you know what? It looks great. When you think of hair systems as well, don't think about like a toupee back in the 50s, the 60s. It's not the same thing. With technology that Lordhair have come out with, it looks so realistic. You have super thin skin that matches your scalp, that's like literally paper thin or even thinner. And then you have lace fronts, breathable. There's so many different things to choose from, different colors, even the way you can freestyle hair systems now. Before, you could only do a comb over pretty much. These, you can freestyle, move it around whatever way you want, and you can wash it, you can swim with it, you can do absolutely everything. You are not restricted. You can live your best life with a hair system. Also, I thought it was very important that I talked through this whole video without a hair system on my head, because people watching this video will be like, oh, he has no hair. Like, and it's all right to wear a hair system afterwards, and the change that it actually makes. So you see me now and you'll see me after. I'm a very proud hair system wearer, and I know I do work with Lordhair, but I work with them for a reason. It's because they're the best out there. So go to their website at lordhair.com. You will see how good they are and the massive selection that they do have with hair systems. They're the best in the business, and there's a reason I wear them, and that's the very one. As you can see, this is my hair system. I absolutely adore it. It looks so good. Like, when I think back of why I never wanted to do this, I'm like, was I crazy? Like, this is probably the best thing that I could have ever done for myself. As you can see, it is super natural, which was the thing that I was worried about the most, that it wasn't natural enough. But nobody notices ever unless I tell them, and the fact that I'm on YouTube and Instagram and all those places that people obviously know, but still people have to look at me twice and be like, oh, I forgot you were wearing a hair system. It just feels so natural, so great. And with the Lordhair hair systems, they're so soft. The color of them is so true to color, and I've never had a problem like matching it to my own hair, which was another worry of mine. I can live my lifestyle, I can go running, I can go swimming. When I'm showering, all of that stuff that I do in my daily life is just much easier as well, because I'm not styling my hair. I just get up in the morning and go. I maybe spritz a bit of water, I dry it off, but usually I take off that hair bonnet, I'm ready to go, and it's absolutely perfect. So I suppose my final thing I have to say on all of this is that if you think, oh, the hair system is a natural, are people going to judge me? I've only had a very positive experience from the very start when I start wearing hair systems. If you are even remotely thinking of getting one or feel, maybe I shouldn't, you should. Why not? Do something for yourself. Feel special in yourself, feel confident again, and that's exactly how I feel with my Lordhair system. So get out there, do something different, and who cares what anybody else thinks. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any comments below or any questions, put them down here. Don't forget to click the link, subscribe, and of course follow my friends at lordhair.com to get your new hair system.